Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with a message that has the power to change your destiny. A message that separates those who merely exist from those who truly live. A message that can turn pain into power, obstacles into opportunities, and trials into triumphs. That message is simple. Never give up. The road to success is paved with struggles, disappointments, and failures. But let me remind you, your present condition is not your final destination. Every champion was once a contender who refused to quit. Every great achievement in history was birthed through struggle. Every visionary, every leader, every world changer who made an impact endured pain. But what kept them going was not their strength, not their resources, not even their connections. It was their purpose. Purpose is the fuel that keeps you moving when everything else in your life tells you to stop. It is what gives pain its meaning. Without purpose, pain feels like punishment. But with purpose, pain becomes preparation. You must understand that pain is a part of the process. If you study nature, you will see this principle everywhere. A seed must be buried in the dark before it can grow into a tree. A diamond must endure intense pressure before it can shine. A mother must go through labor before she can hold her child. Likewise, you must go through challenges, hardships, and disappointments before you see the fulfillment of your destiny. The problem is not pain. The problem is how we interpret pain. Many people see pain as a sign that they should give up. They think, if it was meant to be, it wouldn't be this hard. But that is a lie. In fact, the presence of pain often confirms that you are on the right path. If there was no resistance, there would be no progress. If there were no struggles, there would be no strength. Pain is not the enemy, it is the training ground. Consider the life of any great leader or inventor. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he finally invented the light bulb. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before he became the president of South Africa. Every major success story is filled with moments of unbearable pain, but purpose made them push through. Pain will either break you or build you, and the difference is whether or not you understand your purpose. When you know why you were born, when you understand the assignment that God has placed on your life, you will endure any hardship, you will face opposition, you will encounter failure, and you will experience moments where you want to quit. But your purpose will keep you standing. There are people depending on you to not give up. There are generations waiting for you to persevere. What you are carrying inside of you is bigger than you. Your dreams, your vision, your calling. These things are not just for you. They are for the people you are meant to impact. And that is why you cannot allow pain to stop you. Pain may delay you, but it cannot deny you. Pain may slow you down, but it cannot disqualify you. You must decide today that nothing, no hardship, no failure, no betrayal, no heartbreak will cause you to abandon your destiny. One of the greatest misconceptions in life is the belief that failure is the opposite of success. But the truth is, failure is not the enemy of success. It is its greatest teacher. Every person who has ever accomplished something significant has faced failure. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain defeated is not the absence of failure, but the response to it. Most people fear failure because they see it as a verdict, a final judgment that declares them unworthy or incapable. They take failure personally, allowing it to define them instead of refine them. But failure is not a sign that you should stop. It is a sign that you should learn, adjust, and keep going. The most successful individuals in history have one thing in common. They refuse to let failure be the final word. Consider the story of Abraham Lincoln, a man who faced more failures than most could endure. He lost his job, was defeated in multiple elections, suffered personal tragedies, and battled depression. Yet, through every setback, he kept moving forward, eventually becoming one of the most influential leaders in history. His failures did not disqualify him, they prepared him. Look at Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." What kind of mindset is that? It is the mindset of someone who understands that failure is not a dead end, but a doorway to discovery. Failure is the most effective classroom in life. It teaches you what doesn't work. It humbles you, strengthens you, and builds resilience. Without failure, there is no wisdom. Without mistakes, there is no refinement. Without setbacks, there is no strategy. The lessons learned through failure are more valuable than the ones learned through success because they come with experience. Many people give up after experiencing failure, not realizing that their breakthrough was just one lesson away. They allow disappointment to dictate their decisions. They internalize failure as proof that they were never meant to succeed. But if you stop at failure, you stop at the very place where you were meant to grow. The greatest tragedy is not failing, it is quitting after failure. It is refusing to extract the wisdom from the experience. It is allowing the pain of the fall to keep you from rising again. When a child learns to walk, they fall repeatedly. But no loving parent ever tells their child to stop trying after a few stumbles. Instead, they encourage them, knowing that each fall is a step closer to balance, strength, and confidence. Why then, as adults, do we treat failure differently? Why do we see our setbacks as permanent rather than part of the process? Every stumble, every misstep, every rejection is simply feedback, guiding you closer to where you are meant to be. But if you let failure defeat you, you rob yourself of the wisdom that only experience can teach. Failure does not mean you lack ability. It means you are in training. It does not mean you are unworthy. It means you are being refined. The people who change the world are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who refuse to stay down when they do. If you look at the life of any great person, you will find a common thread. Before they rose to greatness, they had to endure seasons of darkness, seasons where they were overlooked, rejected, misunderstood, and even abandoned. Before every breakthrough, there is always a period of struggle. Before every triumph, there is a test. Champions are not born on the stage of success. They are forged in the hidden places of hardship. Look at nature. Before a seed becomes a mighty tree, it must first be buried deep in the soil, in that dark place where no one can see its progress, where it is hidden from the world. It begins its journey. The seed does not complain about the darkness because it understands that the darkness is necessary for its growth. Without the isolation of the soil, without the pressure of the earth, the seed would never develop strong roots. And without strong roots, it could never stand tall against the storms that will come. The same is true for you. There will be seasons in your life where it feels like you are buried, where your efforts go unnoticed, your dreams seem far away, and your struggles seem unending. But just like the seed, you are not buried to be forgotten. You are planted to grow. Every great leader, every successful person, every champion you admire has gone through seasons where they had to fight battles in the dark before the world ever saw their victory.